Knock, knock. Y'all here? Knock, knock. Where you at? Hey, Reese Cup. Hey, Erica. Somewhere. You had one at the old house. No. It might be downstairs in the box. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Come on in the Lord's house. Ishala Kandala.
Hey, hey!
Come on in the Lord's house. Ishala Kandala. I'm going straight to hell.
I hate you.
I am going straight to hell. Come on in.
So you're going to get the folks a message today?
Ishala Kandala. Huh?
You're going to get the folks a message today?
I'm going to try to give them a message today.
Okay.
I know Erica is a hey Melissa. Reese Cup says she out of town. I know that's right.
Where was Reese Cup when I was going live? You know me and Reese.
I don't know.
Me and Reese Cup have to have a conversation.
She was out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Melissa. I'm just trying to give some of y'all a moment to get up in here.
I'm going to make me some chicken pot pies.
Reese Cup Tramel said, where was you a minute ago when he was live? Y'all gonna fight.
We're going to have a conversation.
Oh, he said y'all gonna have a conversation. Hey, and how is little Figgy? Jomel done ate something off the floor. Probably something Tramel done dropped. And now he's sitting here sick. Poor little baby. I like the fact that he called. But I don't like the fact that he's sick. And I hope it really don't require me to take him to the vet. So we'll see how he does throughout the day. Because he ate something he had no business eating. Hey, Patricia. Hey, y'all. Make sure y'all are thumbs up in when you come in. Come on through. Come on in the Lord's house. Ishala Kandala. I'm going straight to hell. I want y'all to know I know I'm going straight to hell. Come on in the Lord's house. Ishala Kandala. Oh my God, I'm about to start the show, y'all. I'm about to start the show. Y'all about to see me. My poor baby laying by my feet. My poor baby laying by my feet. There I go. There I go. Behind a brick wall. Oh, y'all, this morning was rough. Because I got on my dialysis machine late. And when I do that, now, if I attempt to do what I want to do, I don't know what I'm doing. So I know I shouldn't attempt to do anything that I don't know what I'm doing. I want to change the background because I don't want to be sitting behind a brick wall. But in actuality, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So, oh, wait a minute. I think I found it. I think I figured it out. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I'm trying to see which background I want to use for me. I don't want to use that one. Mm, 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 mm. Well, damn. Ain't that many I could pick from. I like that one. Let me see what that gives. Oh, it didn't do nothing. I clicked it, but it ain't do nothing. So I guess I'm stuck behind a brick wall. But anyway, what's going on, y'all? Good afternoon and welcome to the M Kingz morning show, but it's afternoon. Hey to everybody watching. Hey to everybody in the bushes. Y'all know who I am. I'm Joseph McCray, one half of the McCray King. And welcome to our kingdom if it's your first time. And if it is your first time, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the McCray King's channel. Cause here we gonna make you laugh, we gonna make you cry, but we gonna guarantee you a good time. Yes, we will. You will have a good time. You will be entertained, and you may learn a thing or two. Or hell, you may teach me a thing or two. That's the way it's supposed to be, and that's the way the world goes. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Yeah, my baby ate. He ate something, and I knew last night because he was just up and jumping and running. I'm like, what the hell? Like he couldn't get comfortable. It was like he couldn't get comfortable. He was on the bed, off the bed, on the bed, off the bed, and then he was breathing through his mouth. And I'm like, what the hell? You ate something. But then he calmed down and he went to sleep. And he stayed on the bed all night, and he just was asleep. And this morning I thought it was, because he don't get out the bed until I get out the bed, unless he hit Tramel. Excuse me, y'all. Oh, Tramel, can you bring me my iced tea, please? Because I know he watching. He watching. I need my iced tea. I forgot to bring it upstairs with me. But Jomel don't get out the bed until I get out the bed. And because I hooked myself up to the dialysis machine late, it didn't finish until 10 o'clock this morning. So he did what he normally do. He just laid in the bed with me. And in that process, I didn't pay attention that he was like just not moving. So I didn't pay attention that he was, not that he wasn't moving. And I was eating ice. And when I eat ice, he wants some of the ice that I'm eating. So I gave him some ice. He ate the ice. So he was doing what he normally do. And then I went downstairs when I got off the machine. Well, see, now he's starting to act like himself. He's barking. He barking when Tramel coming up the stairs, which is a good thing. So I ain't even mad at it because he wasn't even doing that a little while ago. The mailman came and he just sat there. And I'm like, normally he goes ballistically crazy. He couldn't even jump on the couch. And when he went in his cage, and I was like, okay, something ain't right. You went in the cage, something ain't right. So I called him out of the cage and I put him on my lap, and he sat on my lap. And I was like, okay. And then he jumped down and went on the floor, and he just stayed on the floor. And I went and I got something to eat, and he paid it no mind. I said, oh yeah, you don't feel good. And then I saw Tramel had put chicken in his little dog bowl, and the chicken was still there. I said, oh yeah, you don't feel good because Joe Mel would have devoured that. So, but now he barking and he more alive than he was prior to this. So that's a good thing. So hopefully he's feeling better. He'll feel better today. Yeah. He got to learn his lesson somehow. Stop scavenging around for food because it's not like you don't have Tramel. Jomel has more dog food in this house sometimes than me and Tramel have food. But if you watched him, you would think he never ate because he just want everything other than the dog food. So, yes. If you are watching, I got your text message. We'll discuss that after the live. Y'all, let me tell y'all. I have been I have been, do I want to say obsessed? No, I haven't been obsessed. But I have been going through something in my mind because I've watched people, and it's not like, let's be real, and I'm being honest. Me and Tramel, we can post whatever we want. I don't stop him. He don't stop me. We just don't post stuff like we used to post when we were single out of respect for each other. So before I say what I'm about to say, I just need to put that disclaimer out there. It has nothing to do with me being married. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with, I don't know, maybe because Tramel said when I turned 50, I was going to have all this enlightenment that happened to me. And, hey, Charlene. And Tramel said I was going to have all this enlightenment that happened to me, and maybe this is part of that enlightenment. But I've just been watching people's pictures and stuff that they put on Facebook and Instagram. And then I realized, like, certain people just put certain type of pictures up all the time. And I'm like, so out of everything that encompasses you, your ass is your best asset. Your ass is the thing. Now, see, so one boy that does it, I ain't gonna lie, he has to have the prettiest ass on the planet. It just is the prettiest thing you ever want to see in your life. Whether you're a man or a woman, he has the prettiest ass on the planet. So I ain't even mad at him. But see, he knows that's what gets him likes. He knows that's what's going to send you to his OnlyFans page. He knows that, he's trying to make money. So I ain't mad at that. That is a whole different situation. I'm talking about just normal, regular people that are just posting just to be posting. He's posting to get you to go to his OnlyFans page. So, he knows everybody like his ass. So that's what he's going to show to get you there. So, and I seen the front. He knew better showing the ass. But anyway, he is doing it for a reason. He's doing it to make money. I'm not going to say it's wrong or right. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I don't knock nobody's hustle because Lord knows if I had to, I would. Because I seen brothers bigger than me, and I'll be like, people paying for this? People paying to see you on OnlyFans? Well, bitch, I might as well start my own OnlyFans if people paying you to see you. Like, how much money you make a month, bitch? Because I wouldn't pay to see you. I ain't even curious to know what you look like. Now, I don't care if we have one. I ain't posting nothing in there. Now, if it's going to make us some money, then we can post. Because I know we'll make money if we post as a couple. But we're going to have to be doing some nasty little grimy things to really make a coin. And I ain't for all of that. Child, you can keep them little chicken legs that you want to scream as dancer legs if you want to. But what I don't understand is, and I guess my message today is know your self-worth. Because people just keep posting pictures of their ass, of nothing that encompasses who you are as a person. I guess that's what bothers me, because I see these pictures and it's always the same picture or the same type of picture. Not the same picture, but the same type of picture. And I'm like, so you really think nobody is going to like you past that? You can't, because you can't possibly think that your work, I don't know. Like, that's what I say when I'm not obsessed about it, but it's just been on my mind. Because, like, even before I was married, child, I think I'm cute. So I'm posting pictures of me. And, I got little freak pictures floating out there somewhere. I got some little freak pictures floating out there somewhere because somebody called me one day and said, "Oh, bitch, you posting on Tumblr?" I said, "No." They was like, "Yes, you are. Don't lie to me." I said, "No, I'm not." And they was like, "Okay." And then text me a picture. And I said, "Where did you get this from?" And it was like Tumblr. I was like, "This picture's on Tumblr." And it was like, "Look, I did the whole screenshot for you to see." I said, I ain't mad. It got like 7,000 likes, but, oh, bitch, it's on Tumblr. I had no idea. because somebody stole my picture and put it up there. And the only way you know it's me is if you know me, because I have like a camera over my face like this, so you really can't see my face, but you know, you see everything else I was trying to show. But if you know it's me, if you know me, you know that it's me in the picture. If you don't know me, then you have no clue who it is. But I'm honest, you know. I'm honest. I tried to go to the person's page because the person's name was there, and I was scrolling for days, and I could not find my picture because I really wanted to report the picture as being me and take it down for them to take it down. But I was like, "Child, I give up, honey. You can stay there for all I care," because it was just too far down, and I never reached the picture. So I was like, "You know what? I don't care. It got 7,000 likes, child. They like what they see. Pay it." I ain't ashamed. I ain't ashamed. I ain't shame at all, especially what they titled it. And then I got 7,000 likes. I ain't shame at all. I'm not ashamed. It's all right. But but I just really said that to say it's not like I ain't never did pictures like that or took pictures of myself like that and passed them around. Yes, but I've always felt there was more to me than that. So I guess it bothers me when people think that that's all they have to offer. It bothers me when you don't think of yourself past the compliments that you get on your ass or your chest or your dick or whatever it may be. And I don't know why it bothered me so much. It never bothered me before, but I just be looking and I'm like, damn, bitch, you post the same type of picture all the time. Different pose, same picture. And I'm like, you don't think you worth more than this? Like you don't have nothing more to offer somebody than this? Like that's why you single. That's why you by yourself. And you know, they'll tell me, oh, I'm good with it. And I did the same thing before me and Tremaine. I was prepared to be alone. I was prepared to be by myself for the rest of my life. For the rest of my life. Because I said, there ain't nobody out here for me. First of all, I'm a lot. I'm a whole lot to deal with. And it's going to take a special kind of person to deal with Joseph. I know that. I know that I'm a whole lot. And it takes a special kind of person and a special kind of love to love me, child. I can be honest about it with myself and everybody else. So for me to sit back and think I would be married and sit back and think that I'd have a husband, it was like I wanted it. Secretly I wanted it, but I was okay if it didn't happen. I was okay. It bothered me sometimes. It was like, damn, why people don't never want to keep me? Like, what's wrong with me? And we all think that. I don't care who you are. I don't care how happy you claim you are. You do sit back sometimes and say, well, damn, what's wrong with me? Like, why nobody want to keep me? Why am I just good to roll around in the bed or go out on a date and come home and have a good time? But you don't want to keep me. You want to keep somebody that's cheating on you. You want to keep somebody that's treating you bad. You don't want to keep me. What's wrong with me? Well, why not me? And I just got to the point. I said, you know what? Shit, it ain't me. It's them. They the stupid ones. They don't realize they got a good thing. And then I would see pictures of some dudes that I would like, and I would see who they was with, or who they talk about they engaged to, and I'd be sitting back going, "Are you kidding me? No wonder why you didn't like me, bitch. I was too much." Because that's where I'm at. I was at with it because I'm like, I'm not going to sit and say it's me. No, it's you. You just couldn't take me. I was too much. Like I see who you with, and you like plain Jane. You didn't want me. You didn't want that standout person that when you walked in the room, they was going to be like, "How did you get that bitch?" You didn't want me. You wanted plain Jane that blended in with you in the crowd, and nobody wanted to know who he was because he didn't look important. He didn't look fun. He was just plain Bob that just walked in the room with you. That's how I would rationalize it in my head. Now, I'm not going to say it was right, But I'm like this, whatever make you feel better about yourself, that's what you do. Whatever make you feel better about you is what you do. Because a lot of times we sit back and we blame ourselves for people not liking us or people treating us bad, or it's always what's wrong with me. It's never, we don't never stop to think that maybe it's just the other person. Maybe they're just an asshole. And maybe God is trying to save you from something. Because a lot of the times when I look back at some of the men I liked, I'm like, oh, child, thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. I don't even know what I was thinking. What the hell was I thinking? Like, where was I at that point in my life that I even thought that that would really work? For real. And I'm sure if you go back and think about or go to their Facebook page and look at somebody that you really, really wanted to be with and they just didn't see you from a can of paint. In your mind, when you see them now and see where they progress, you're going to be like, what the hell was I thinking, child? What was I going through mentally at the time that I wanted to be with him or her? What was I going through? Where was my head really at? And you honestly, if you've I'm trying to say it in a way. If you have really come to grips with yourself and you have really learned to love yourself, when you look at people like that at particular times in your life, you really can figure out your mental state at that time. Well, damn, at this point, I was like, well, for me, one person I looked at, I was like, you know what? I didn't even realize I was still mourning for my mother. I still didn't realize that I was looking for love without looking for love. And I latched onto them because I just wanted somebody to love me. I wanted somebody to love me. I wanted somebody to want me. And that's why I latched onto them. And in my mind, I had to have them. And now I'm like, child, what the hell was I thinking? Thank God for glory, honey. Because it wasn't going to work. And technically, I knew it wasn't going to work from the door. But, you know, Aries, honey, when we set our mind to something, we want what we want when we want it. So, hey, Closet Talk, I was watching your video earlier today. The video you posted today. Thank you, Melissa. You like my pictures I post on Facebook? Some of them I have to go, you know, I can't post because I know Trumel will get mad. It was some from when I was single and I was doing like, you know, boudoir shots. Nothing too much. I never put too much on Facebook because my family's on my page and stuff like that. Now, if you go through my Instagram, girl, the one I accidentally sent you a message from last night, that one got some pictures on here because I didn't remove them all, but that one got some pictures. That's, you know, because the family ain't on the Instagram, and on the Instagram, you know, I would do little tests. I'd be like, you know, I post a picture like this, and I'll be like, let's see how many likes I get when I got on clothes, and then I'll take the clothes off, honey, and I get 1,000 likes. I'm like, okay, so you trying to tell me y'all think I'm cute with my clothes off? And that bothered me. It bothered me. It bothered me to sit like this on Instagram and get about 20 likes. And then I could take off my clothes, be half naked with a towel or something. All the towel I got to do is drop, and you see all my Christmas goodies, and I get 1,000 likes. And I'm like, okay, so like that's kind of like a blow to my ego, you know. Like this, y'all don't see it, but let me get naked, honey, and it's all glory. And, you know, I would do stuff like that just to test, to see, just as a test, to see what people would do. And when people did exactly what I thought they would do, I would be pissed because I wanted to be wrong. I wanted to be wrong. I wanted to get 1,000 likes on a picture of me just sitting there looking like this, as opposed to 1,000 pictures of me standing up against the wall with my ass hanging out, smiling over my shoulder. Like, come on. Who that's just saying to me, this is what you want me for. This is what you think about me. You don't think nothing about me like this. The 28 people that like me like this are the 28 people that I want to get to know. The 1,000 people that like me up against the brick wall are just people I don't want to know. And if I do want to know them, I want to know them at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm getting a little itch I can't scratch, or I don't want to scratch myself. But people don't see it that way. They think, oh, I'm a hot bitch. No, you're not. Because if you post a regular picture, you're not going to get that many views. You're not going to get that many likes. And it's hard because in this day and age, it's about clicks, views, likes, and follows, and all of that. When I grew up, we didn't have that. We didn't have all of that. And if we wanted to send you a little freak picture, guess what we had to do? We had to get a camera, take a little freak picture, then get it developed, and hope that if they looked at the pictures, they continue to develop them. Because a lot of places sometimes will tell you, we don't develop pictures like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all older people know exactly what I'm talking about. And then after we got the picture, I had to wrap it up in a piece of loose leaf paper, put it in an envelope and mail it to you. And then that'll probably take about a week or two to get it to you, depending on where the hell you live. Now, all I gotta do is sit and go click and hit send, and you got everything that you ever desired from me. And everybody want to be liked, and half the shit they want is fake. Half the stuff people doing on the internet is fake. They're not even the people who they pretending to be. They're not even who they claim to be. But we believe it, and we buy into it, and then we start feeling bad about ourselves, and we start feeling bad about our progress, and we start feeling bad about where we live and how we live, and the houses we have, and the clothes we wear, and the cars we drive, because these bitches are sitting in front of a model home, sitting on somebody's BMW, talking about, yes, bitch, I have made it. Bitch, you made it to the model home and made it that the person's BMW you sitting on didn't come out and fuck you up for sitting on their car. That's how you made it, girl. People do it all the time. Sitting in the motherfucking sandbox talk about they're in Aruba. And they're in the motherfucking child's playground in the sandbox. But we believe in them because it's sand and sun. We so quick to believe everything and then start feeling bad for ourselves. You got to learn to appreciate the things that you have. I don't care if all you got is the penny and a nickel. Appreciate that penny and nickel. Why would I give you, if I was God, why would I give you more when you don't appreciate the things that you do have? Appreciate the fact that you're not living in the street. Appreciate the fact that you have a car to go somewhere. Other people don't have a car. Other people have to get on public transportation. But you sitting back, man, because you driving a Honda and this bitch is in a motherfucking Escalade. And you like, well, we both ain't got no job. How that bitch doing that? One day I did put up a post. I ain't gonna lie, but let's say Lisa on my Facebook page, and they could tell you, I said, I need to know how you broke bitches is flying places and doing the things y'all doing. Because I'm a broke bitch and I need to know how y'all doing. Y'all need to put me on. Because I want to go to Dubai and all these other places that y'all going and y'all ain't got no motherfucking job. You probably ain't even getting a disability check unless you're lying saying you're disabled. But I need to know how y'all doing this. Because I want to be put on too. I know you ain't got no job. I know you don't. Yeah, y'all never post at work. Yeah, I mean, you never post in the office. You post everything else, so you should be button to post. Look at me in my work uniform. Look at me at work. No, y'all don't do that. But you on a plane to Dubai, and I'm like, bitch, how you going to Dubai, bitch? You live in the hood. You last picture you took was on the bus, but now you flying to Dubai. How you make that happen? Please tell me. Because as long as if it's legal, I'm down. If it's illegal, then I don't even want to know. They got to be legal because I don't ever see them getting arrested in Dubai or when they get back from Dubai. Hey, Ashley. Right, Easy Cup. They doing something I don't want to do. Exactly. But in actuality, truthfully, I don't need to do it because I don't need to be trying to keep up with them. But my point is that we see these things, and there's always a part of us that sit back and go, well, how they doing that? Why can't I do that? How come I can't take a vacation like them? How come you always in Miami and bitch I can barely get to the store? But you always in Miami. You always in um Dominican Republic. You always at the in the Bahamas. How the fuck you managing all of that? And you ain't got no job. Put me on. Let me know. Because if it, like I said, if it's legal, I'm down. If it's illegal, then I ain't fucking with it. But this is what we go by these days. And this is why a lot of people don't have that self love because they sit back and they let what they see mentally break them. It mentally breaks you because you feel some kind of way. You feel like your life is not, you know, worthy of doing these things when in actuality, these people are probably doing all kind of things they ain't got no business doing. Or like I said, sitting in the playground in the sandbox telling you they in Aruba after they doctor up the picture and Photoshop it. The only real thing is they sitting in the sand. Or they sitting in on Coney Island Beach telling y'all, ooh, look at the Bahamas. And then tag the picture like they in the Bahamas. Because you could do that too. You can tag your picture anyway, especially on Instagram. I could sit right here and tag a picture that I'm in Italy, and ain't nobody gonna know the better. And I found that out by accident because I did it by accident when what did I say? I was in Germany or something. And my best friend called me. He was like, "Bitch, you in Germany?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, that ain't what your picture say." I said, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "Go look at the picture you posted on Instagram." And damn sure did say Germany. I said, "How the hell?" I accidentally hit. I was trying to hit where I was at, but it didn't come up. So when I typed it in, I accidentally hit the wrong thing, and I hit that I was somewhere in Germany. And then it read. I said, people probably doing this shit all the time, lying. They in front of their damn house talking about, "Ooh, look, I'm in Paris," and they sitting at home in Jersey. It's just, hey, let me see a transcript. I heard a lot of Instagram models fly to Dubai. You know what? They probably do, Ashley. Nowadays, I ain't going, hey, Tyrone, Tramel, whatever the oven is on, uh, I'm not going to put anything past anybody these days because people do anything to make a dollar. And you tell me you got an OnlyFans account and take pictures of your feet and you make $5,000 a month because people pay to see your feet, that ain't a problem for me. Child, work your hustle. Work your motherfucking hustle. If you can make $5,000 a month taking pictures of your feet, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all. I am not mad at it because you got some freaks out here that like a whole bunch of things. I'm not mad at it. And like my mother always say, whatever you don't want to do, there's somebody out there willing to get paid for it. That was always her logic about painting and cleaning the house and everything else. But yes, you gotta stop. We really have to stop letting what we see on social media kind of dictate who we are as a person in our lives. Everybody don't do that. Everybody does it. It's really, I can't even say a lot of young kids because they kind of more up on scams than the older people. But older people do it all the time. We do it. We do it a lot. We sit back and go, I don't know how Shirley done went and got a man paying for this and doing that, and she always posting about it, and here I am sitting home, and I'm a good woman, and I can't find me no man, and da 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 da, she a hoe, and da 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 da, and child, there's probably some man she just met and took a picture with in front of his BMW, lying to everybody else, and then by the time you get to see Shirley, she gonna tell you they broke up, and he took the call because she know it was a lie to begin with. We need to stop letting social media dictate our lives. We really do. Well, yeah, you starting to feel better because you're barking, but you're still a little groggy. You probably ain't one of Tramel's pills, child. My poor baby. But he getting back to himself. So before he wasn't barking, he wasn't doing nothing. Just laying there looking at me, looking crazy. My poor baby. It's fake media, right? It's fake media. It's fake media. And we fall for it all the time. That's like, and I believe, yeah, Ashley saw my post because she asked me what commercial it was. I get so tired, so absolutely tired when they make commercials with gay men or gay women in them. Not because they're gay. That's not why I get tired. Because they always have a black woman or a black man with somebody white, Asian. Like, come on, stop. Like, we can't love you. It pisses me off that the media always portrays black men as not being able to be loved by another black man. We always have to be with a white man. We always, like, it's just so impossible for two black men to love each other. And even the people in media, the Billy Porters, the Karamos, the oh God, I can't think of his name. The other one, they're all married to white men. And that's not reality for a lot of black men. Tyrone and Famous are married and love each other. They black. Antoine, our friends Antoine and Nelson are married. They love each other. They're black. Me and Tramel are married. We love each other. We're black. So I don't get it. I don't get this black men can't be with each other and be married and be happy thing that the media is peddling. And I'm not going to say people, because there are a lot of black men out there that find love with white men, and I ain't knocking that. That's your choice. That's what that's what you want to do. But at the end of the day, you can't peddle it off like all of us are doing that because it's not true. And if you look at the media, that's what they do in movies. And Tyler Perry good for that, honey. He'll never let two black men be together. Oh, Jesus, no. He will always want to have you with some crazy white boy. And that's because probably that's his fantasy, honey. He want to be with a white man. Because I don't understand how, as a black man, every show you got these black men with these crazy ass white men. All of them. From the have and the have nots to the Oval. The only place that the black men screw each other is the Raku on that other show that's part of the Oval. And child, they just using each other and being stupid, And, like then he plays them like they're just stupid black men. Like they just so brainwashed that they don't realize that the leader is gay and fucking them and like come on. I can't think of the name of that other show. Ruthless. Ruthless. On Ruthless. The men just they have to fuck each other or the leader whenever he says, whatever. And I'm like, so the only time black men could be with black men is when they're brainwashed and stupid. But other than that, when they got good jobs and they got a lot of money, they're gonna be with some crazy white boy. So make that make sense to me. You see where I'm going with this? When black men can be together, they gotta be dumb, brainwashed, and in a cult. But when they have money and they empower, like because Jeffrey has money, and on the Oval he has power, they gotta end up with crazy white men. They can't be with another black man. Oh God forbid, because there could never be another black man on their level. So they have to be with crazy white men. Like really? For real? Seriously? And even the president, he's married to a black woman. And then they make her like she's just the biggest bitch on the planet. Like the worst thing on the planet to be married to a black woman because she's some crazy black woman. Like, this is what we doing. It's entertaining. But that feeds into the media, what the media is doing. How the media tries to downplay black love and black relationships, and like it just, and it's always when there's power involved. When there's power involved, a black person always has to be with a white person. If they live in a ghetto or they just live in normal urban lives, suburban lives, then they can be together. But when power is involved, we have to be with a white person. We can't be together because it's kind of impossible for two black people with money and power to be together. Well, I'm sorry to explain to you, but check out Beyonce and Jay-Z because they're really rich and they're really together and they're really black. I can't stand when the media does that. Hey, Auntie Pee-wee. I cannot stand that. Right. Noah's Ark was one of the best shows. And you see what they did with that, right? That was all about black gay love and black men with black men and stuff like that. And then what happened? They wanted more money. I don't blame them. We got like the number one show on Logo. We want more money. And kaboom. Well, we're not paying you, so that's the end of that. I was invested in Noah's Ark. Like that was my show. When it came on, everything in the house went off. But the TV. The phone, we don't call me, don't nothing. I'm watching my Noah's Ark. And what did they do? Because you know why? Because it was about black gay men doing something positive and living their lives and very entertaining. All about black men and black gay men. There was no white men involved. But you turn around and have Queer as Folk, where it's all just white men. Oh, that stays on TV for years and years and years and years and years. But when it's black men doing the same thing that the white men did, it can only get 2 to 3 seasons.
White Sluts. It was a white slutty show.
Well, in all actuality, I'm going to say it was the same thing because in Noah's Ark, they were still, you only had one couple. Because the rest of them, even though Chance was with that dude, the dude was cheating on him. It was just like, I mean, at the end of the day, if you look at the characters from Queer as Folk and Noah's Ark, there was one for each one of the 4 of them. There was one of them on Noah's Ark as well as on Queer as Folk. You had the hoe. You had the cute one that everybody liked. You had the smart one, the one that was smart and like the nerdy one. And then you had the one that was like an in-between of everybody, the queen. You did. How the hell let TV jump up by itself? But, I mean, as far as the characters were, they were equal with characters. Because the characters were basically were the same. Except on Queer as Folk, they were white. And on Noah's Ark, they were black. But it was the same show. But just with black people and black concepts and things that black men could relate to. We can relate to Queer as Folk. We can. But it's nothing like seeing yourself on TV. It's nothing like seeing your counterparts on TV. Yeah, I can relate to certain characters in Queer as Folk, but that ain't me because I'm not white. I'm not going to clubs that carry on like that. I go to clubs that carry on like in Noah's Ark. So there's a difference. There's a big difference. So we watched it because it was something to watch. It was like, even the L Word. There was no black women on the L Word. And if there was black women on the L Word, they was just there to have sex with them and, they sent them on their way. The L Word was basically Queer as Folk with boobs. They had the slut, they had the smart one, they had the nerdy one, and they had the one that everybody wanted to be with. It was the same thing as Queer as Folk. It was just the L Word. And they actually supposed to be bringing the L Word back with a whole new cast. But I ain't going to knock them because for both of them, L Word and Queer as Folk, they were good shows. I watched them both. I did. I watched them both. At first, I wasn't trying to get caught up in the L Word. I'm like, whatever. But it was really good. It was really, really good. I'm not even going to take that away from them. It was good. Now, I'm sure if they made a version with black lesbians, it would be even better because I could kind of relate more to that because I'm black than to the L word. But it was, I'm not going to knock, the L word was good. The L word was good and Queer as Folk was good. Noah's Ark was a disappointment because they only gave him like 2 to 3 seasons, 3 seasons, I think, or four. And then they was like, this is what it is and whatever. And it's just like with RuPaul's Drag Race. They did the same thing. That's why RuPaul was on VH1. Because they didn't want to, and well, I'm not going to say that, but even with RuPaul, who is the blackest, whitest person I know, they didn't want to give her just due on logo channel. So, it is what it is. The L word. Right, let me see a transcript. But she didn't come in the show until like, when I say towards the end, I mean like towards the end when it was gonna really like, they didn't have nothing else to write about. They didn't know what else to do. She really wasn't there from the beginning. I forgot she was on there. I'm glad you reminded me of that because she was on there. Yes, y'all. So that is what I'm giving today. Like I said, I got a late start because I hooked up to dialysis like 1 o'clock in the morning, I think. Because I was just up and Tremel was live. And then when he came live, I didn't want to come up here and make all the noise I make with my machine while he was live. So I waited till he was done. And by the time I hooked up the machine, it was like 1 something. And when I saw what time I was getting off, I was like, 10 o'clock. Are you kidding me? I never stay on that long. Because I'm just like, when I wake up, I just want to get out of the bed. I don't want, but I said, well, it's 1 o'clock, and maybe I won't wake up early. Child, I woke up at 6 o'clock. I said, oh no, I'm going back to sleep because I knew I had 4 more hours on that damn machine. So I went back to sleep, and I woke up around 8 something. I woke up around 8 something, and I was like, all right, just lay there, man, chill out, talk. And I was frustrated because I wanted to get up. When I just be wanting to get up. So I hate hooking myself up late like that. But you gotta do what you gotta do. My blood clean, so I ain't mad at it. My blood clean. Yeah. See, and BT Cup, that was my thing. Like the black characters they put on. Because Jennifer Beal, I think oh Pam Grier was Jennifer Beal's sister, if I'm remembering correctly. If I'm remembering correctly, because both of them came like towards, when I say the end, not the end of it was the end of like the show, because they was trying to write new things in, and they wrote her in with her sister. But let's be realistic, Reese Pop. How many people really know Jennifer Beals is black? They think she's white. I mean, she blends. It's just what it is. We black people know that, but most people just gonna say she blends and she's white, and it makes it easier for them. It makes it easier for them to believe that. But see, then when Pam Grier comes along, now you're faced with the fact that she's black. Because how does she get a black sister if she's not black? But y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't test me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Wait, how Tremel make the echo? I don't know how he make the echo. Don't test me. You know what I'm talking about. Hey. Oh my God. Right, Jennifer Beals is passing. Right. Because you know the black people barely want to make her black. They're like, child, whatever. And then the white people like, she black. She black. Right. I am so excited, y'all, because me and Tramel are gonna get to meet two of our biggest supporters. Two of our biggest. I didn't say our biggest. That's two of our biggest. So some of y'all don't get in your feelings. 'Cause I'm not leaving you out. You gotta listen to the wording. Some of, you know, they're in this too. Because they support me and Tramel as well. And I'm excited because I know it's gonna be a party. I know it's gonna be a party. As Miss Kim from the bar can say, it's gonna be a party. And we're gonna have a blast. We are going to have a blast, y'all. I'm excited. I can't wait. She was passing back in the day when she was right. Let me see your transcript. And you know what? I'm not even mad at that because I asked my grandmother, but you know she was holier than thou when I asked her. So of course she's not gonna. She didn't answer me because she didn't want to lie. So her not answering me gave me the answer that I wanted. That I wanted to my question. Because my question to her was, why didn't you pass yourself off as white? Because my grandmother looked like a little white woman. Like she looked like a white woman. Hair, skin complexion, everything. Like I said, I told you the story. I was helping her one day and I helped her in the house because I just happened to drive up when she was coming from the store with all these groceries. And I'm like, Grandma, what? My friend didn't hear me say grandma. I said, let me come in, let me do this. Why are you walking with all this stuff? And she was like, what was I supposed to do, JoJo? I said, well, come on now. What are you going to the store buying all this stuff for? Because she lived with my mother. My grandmother didn't have to, like, it was just, she wanted something to do. So I'm helping her, and, you know, my friend is with me. Just a friend, not nobody I was dating, just really a friend. And when I went in the house, he was like, bitch. I'm like, oh, that is so nice. He helping that little white lady and he don't even know her. And then that's your grandmother. I said, that's my grandmother. Like, you know, she looks like a little white woman. So I asked her, I said, uh, back in your day, why didn't you just pass yourself off as white? I said, because you would have been a fool in certain situations not to pass yourself off as white. I said, because in actuality, you a white woman. I don't care what nobody say. Them old pictures of you a white woman. I said, because I know when you married my grandfather, either there was a trouble because they thought a white woman married that black man, or people automatically knew you was black. So they just rolled with it. And she was like, Jojo, I'm not going to answer you. And I said, yeah, that means you did. I would have, especially back in her day. My grandmother was born in 1924. Back in her day when racism was at its worst, child, I would have passed myself off as white if I looked like her. Ain't no way in hell somebody would have thought I was black. Child, please. Not me. Not looking like her. Nuh-uh. You got the hair, the skin complexion, everything. Child, listen. Yeah, the world would have thought I was white, honey, till it was okay to be black. If that meant that I was able to get the best things in life and do what I needed to do, then damn it, guess what I'm gonna do? There's stories about that. If y'all look it up, there are stories of black people back in that day that were, you know, they were masters' kids because they, you know, they did what they did. They played in the slave houses and they made these children, and these children came out with blue eyes and light skin and pretty hair, and they look like the white people. I don't blame them. I don't blame them back in that. Now, if you do that now, I'm gonna talk about you because you ain't gotta do that now. But if you did that back then, child, I ain't mad at you. I'd have did it too. Back then, you would have been smart to do it. Now, you ain't got to do it, so I ain't for that. Now, now own your blackness. But back then, your family starving and you starving, and you can just walk anywhere as a white woman and get what you need and have men falling at your feet. Because my grandmother was a beautiful woman. Child, use what you got to get what you want. Right, Music Cup. It's about survival. And that was my point when I asked her. It was about survival. Because back then, you had to do what you had to do to survive. They did it to my grandmother's mother. Her family moved, packed up their stuff, moved out because all of them could pass for white, but she was like my complexion. So they left her sleeping on a mattress in a house by herself. She woke up and her whole family was gone. Her entire family just gone and left her on that mattress so that they can live as white. And she would have messed it up because she was like my complexion. So she would have messed up their little white dream. So they left her there. And there's plenty of stories of that happening to black people and poor little black kids that looked black while the rest of the family looked white, and how the family left them in the middle of the night and the kids wake up and they're gagging because they're nobody's there. They're gagging. And if it wasn't for her friend taking her in and letting them live with her, then who knows what would happen to my great grandmother? Who knows? I might not even be sitting here if it wasn't for her little friend taking her in because she was young. She was young. She wasn't no teenager. She wasn't at an age that she could take care of herself. She was. I want to say if Uncle Fred was in here, he could tell me. But I want to say she was like 8 or 9 when they did that. And her little 8-year-old friend took her home and said, "Mommy, her family left her. She don't," and they took her in. And if it wasn't for that, who knows where I might not be sitting here right now. So, am I mad at it? I think that's a little fucked up that black people did that, but at the same time, it's about survival. And they felt that they could go off and move someplace else where people didn't know them and live as white. And if they had kids that was just a little too dark, they left them. There's plenty of stories you can look up online and see what I'm talking about. Because I first saw it on like a Channel 13 special in Black History Month, and I was gagging. I was like, people did that, and then come to find out it happened to my great grandmother. And then come to find out it happened to my great grandmother. And I watched it on TV and I'm like amazed by it. And then come to find out it happened to my own family. So it is. I watched the documentary on the woman that left. Yeah, it was very real. It really happened back then. As a black person, it makes you feel some kind of way. But at the same token, you have to realize the time that they were in. Yes, it's fucked up to leave a child like that. I think that is so fucked up. And that is like the worst feeling for an 8-year-old or 9-year-old to go to bed and their whole family is there and they wake up and the only thing in the apartment is a mattress. That's fucked up. That's mentally, you just fucked that kid up for life. But at the same token, it was about survival. It was about, I mean, and she never, I don't ever think she found her family. I don't think she looked for them personally, but I don't think she ever knew where her family went. So, and that's a lot. That's just a lot. But y'all can look that up. It's on the internet. It was a special, I think, on Channel 13 because I used to watch documentaries about black people on Black History Month. And that was when I first saw that. But, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. I don't know who this is that left me a voicemail. I don't know who it was. But anyway. Yo, I'm about to get up out of here. I'm about to go do something. I don't know what, but I'm hungry. I need to get something to eat. I'll probably make me a burger. And
Yes.
Greedy done ate two Popeyes and gonna scream yes because he gonna want a burger too.
Yes, ma'am.
See? But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for coming today and listening to me. I hope you got something out of what I said about, stop letting social media dictate how you feel about yourself and your self esteem and who you are as a person. Stop, judging, wishing, and hoping you had things that other people have because 9 times out of 10 they don't. It's for show on social media. And appreciate the little things you have because you might not have those. You could be a person that doesn't have those. And this ain't no consolation, but always remember whatever you're going through, somebody may be going through something worse. That's not to make you feel better that, oh, damn, somebody's going through something worse than me, so let me stop complaining. No. Stop saying why me, because why not you? You're no better than anybody else. In God's eyesight, you're no better than anybody else. So why not you? And when you figure out why not you, it'll make your journey even easier. So, y'all, I don't know if Tramel is doing the night show tonight.
Yes, I am.
Well, he'll be on tonight at some point.
8 o'clock.
He says 8 o'clock. And please make sure y'all stay posted for our anniversary special. And we're going to go live when we with the 2 subscribers that we're going to meet for the first time. Yes, I can't wait. And that's a big weekend anyway, so I can't wait. I'm so excited to finally meet the 2 of y'all. I really am. I'm excited. I really, really am excited. And I told y'all I carry a poker face all the time. So I'm saying I'm excited, and you're probably looking at me going, Joseph, don't give a fuck. But that's not true. I am excited. And what else, y'all? Please make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. That will be Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and of course right here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button. If you are not subscribed to McCray Kingz, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that alert bell so you know every time we go live and every time we post a video, which I think Tramel is about to post a video today, an old video that we did from back in the day. And please, if you want to become part of the McCray Kingz Roundtable, like Erica Spotsford did earlier, please hit that join button. If you don't see the join button, the link is in the description box. Make sure you go and do that if you want to become part of the McCray Kingz Kingdom. And make sure you go to McCray Kingz Boutique and get you a McCray Kingz mug. This is just one of 4. This is the night mug. So make sure you go and get your mug so you can have coffee with the Kings when we go back to doing coffee with the Kings. Or get you some Dare to Be Different merchandise. If you still wear face masks, we have those too. The Dare to Be Different ones are fire. And you can get anything McCray Kingz that you want on there. You can get digital stuff. You can get shirts, t-shirts of our sayings, of Tramel saying, let me be clear, or me saying, fuck them. But y'all know that's my favorite for saying, fuck them. But anyway, y'all, please. We love y'all. We really, really, really do. Y'all just really don't know how much me and Tramel appreciate you guys. We really, really do. And if you want to help support the McCray Kingz platform, the Cash App is right there. Please feel free. Send any donation you want to the McCray Kingz. The Cash App is right there, the M Kingz. And with that being said, I am getting out of here and start my day. Please, always dare to be different. Because there's no other person like you. You are uniquely you. So you're already different. But you got to dare to be different. Stop trying to be the same. And make sure you walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness. And it's what? You know what it is. It's T. McCray. All damn day. Peace, y'all.